All right, guys, we're going to keep the show moving. This next comedian hosts a Thursday night comedy show at Boudreaux and Thibodeau's. I got to be honest, this dude is the real deal, man. Thanks to this guys, I've gotten some really cool things that have happened to me in the comedy game. So it's always a pleasure when he's able to make this show. So I really want you guys to do me a favor. Put your hands together. Make some noise for Mr. Josh Watts!
Talk sweet talk, I got a...
How many juggalos we got up in this motherfucker tonight, huh? No? Shit. I gotta rewrite half my set now. I did that the other night and everybody cheered and I was like, oh fuck, I don't know what, I got nothing. They wear makeup, I don't know. The other night this girl filmed my set and she was sitting right in front of me with a camera phone and I was like, oh, you filmed it all? She was like, yeah. I said, oh, send it to me on Facebook. Later that night, I got a link from TMZ, and it says, Steven Seagal's lost his mind, and now he's fatter. Thought that was kind of shitty. I did karate chop her, though, after the show, so I get it. My wife is talking about wanting to have babies, I assume with me, but I don't know for sure. She said, if we have a son, what do you want to name him? I said, Optimus Prime Hulk Hogan Watts, obviously. That's ridiculous. Why would you even ask me? And she said, he'll get beat up if that's his name. I said, really? Ask Megatron and Iron Sheik how that worked out for him, huh? When was the last time you heard of Iron Sheik? 1983. She said, what if we have a girl? I said, I don't make girls. And then I said, but seriously, if we have a girl, I want to name her Baby. And she just looked at me because she knew what was coming. And I said, then I'm going to follow her to school every day, and when she gets in trouble and they tell her to stand in the corner, I'm going to run and go, hey, nobody puts Baby in the corner. And then her teacher's going to look at me and go, you went way out of your way for a very dated, dirty dancing joke. And I'm going to go, yeah, but you know what? I've had the time of my life, and I owed all them awesome sense of humor. Nailed it, and then I'm out of there. I've been praying that one of my friends becomes a serial killer. No, go with me on this. I know you're very excited to hear the rest of this, I can tell. Every time somebody murders a bunch of people, they interview their friends and family. And their friends are all, oh, he was so quiet. I never thought, oh, no, he was such a good guy. He went to church and he didn't rape babies or whatever. But when they interview me, I'll be like, oh, Matt? Yeah, no. I knew that shit was going to happen, dude. Yeah, obviously. Were you talking about the Girl Scouts in his backyard? Oh, something else? Never mind. I don't even know what I'm talking about right there. Let me tell you something. That dude took a Teddy Ruxpin, he took the batteries out of it, and he put it in the microwave for 15 seconds after he put chocolate pudding in it, and then he fucked it in front of my grandma's bridge club for like 15 minutes. So I knew some shit was going on with that guy. That makes total sense. Can I be held accountable for this because it's on the news? No? All right, cool. Let me give a shout out to Corey and Free Boozy, and then I'm going to run away real quick because I don't want to get caught. Now, I say Free Boozy, but I do just want to say fuck Boozy. I don't care anymore. Gucci Mane is my new shit. I never thought I would say anybody was my shit, but Gucci Mane, it's M-A-N-E, not man, M-A-N-E. That's my shit. I was watching, I YouTubed him, and the first video that came up wasn't any of his songs. It was him on Court TV. And when asked if he was guilty of murder, he told the judge, bitch, I might be. What? That's even an option? Holy shit. I'm going to do it. And I did. The cop pulled me over. He's like, hey, I smell marijuana. And I was like, bitch, I might. Wait, no. Say, am I smoking? Ask me if I'm smoking. Shit, let's start over. Didn't work as well for me. It was weird. Have you guys heard about the wheelchair rapist? Oh, it's not funny. She got me the other day. Yeah, man. I was window shopping at a Curves gym, and she rolled up to me the other day, and she said, hey, why don't you bring that sweet ass down this dark, abandoned, secluded alley because I'm going to rape you. And I was like, you're in a wheelchair. You couldn't even get it up. What are you talking about? And she said, oh, no. I'm not handicapped. I'm handicapable, and we're about to get down. And then she did rape me when I followed her in the alley, which was weird because I don't know. I feel like I kind of brought it on myself when I followed her into the alley. It wasn't even that good. It was weird. It was awkward because she's like, no, put the brakes on. Now put your leg up here. And I was like, it's really weird that you're just asking me to do stuff and you don't expect me to run away. Oh, what's up, girl? All right, yeah. That went too far. I saw two kids in my neighborhood getting in a fight in the alley behind my house the other day. I walked outside to take the trash out, and I heard a young male voice say, you're a gay wad. And I was like, oh, shit, I need to say gay wad more. That's a good word. And then the other kid was like, you're a queer bait. And I was like, oh, shit, it's going down. So I put the trash down. And these two kids, they started pushing each other. And I was like, yeah, fucking do it. That kid said you're gay. Well, I don't take that shit. And then one kid just like, he started hitting him in the face like this, but it was working. And I was like, oh, shit. So like 20 minutes later, while I'm still watching the fight, this other kid's trying to gouge his eyes out, and he's slamming his face on the concrete. Their parents come running down the alley. And when they get there, like, hey, why didn't you stop them? I was like, they're not my kids. I don't give a shit. What are you talking about? And plus, if you came running down an alley and saw a dude like me holding your two sons onto the ground, it would turn into a whole different thing, right? That's it. There's no punchline. That's just a thing that happened. Just wanted to talk about that because it happened. I got in an argument with a guy the other day at work, and he won the argument, and it pissed me off. And I was like, hey, why don't you come over to my estate where I live, my mansion? And he was like, yeah, sure. And when he got there, I was like, hey, come around back and look at my koi pond. And when he got back there, I was like, there's my koi pond. He's like, I can see it. I was like, no, you got to get closer. And when he got closer, I blew a flute, and Sharktopus jumped out and ate him. And I was like, that's right, motherfucker. But then the next day, a cop came to the house. I guess he told somebody. And the cop was like, hey, this dude came over, and now he's gone. Did you kill him or something? And I was like, what? You want to come see my koi pond? And we got back there, and he was like, I see it. I was like, no, you got to look closer. Why do I have to tell everybody that? It's right there. Look in it. And then I played my magic flute or whistle or whatever I said it was earlier. And the Sharktopus jumped out and ate him too. Little did I know, cop had a wife and a son who was learning disabled. I didn't know that. They came to the house, and she was like, hey, detective guy was my husband, and this is detective guy's kid, junior detective, and he can't read. And I was like, oh, hey, you want to come see my koi pond? Let's go back there and look at that. And then I blew my flute whistle, whatever it was, and Sharktopus jumped out of the water, and he walked right over to that kid, and he goes, hey, it's I before E, except after C, and make sure you know the difference between your, and your. I know that makes more sense when it's written down, but trust me, there's 3 different ones. And then he rubbed his head and ran off. Now, the moral of that story is reading is fundamental, the children are our future, but mainly fuck the police. Wait a minute, I forgot. I write for a magazine called Pot Culture Magazine. I feel like I should have started with that part, probably. Anyway, before I go, I do want to tell you a story. It's a story about love and loss, and me hitting a mentally handicapped child in the head with a tire iron in front of a bowling alley in Denham Springs, Louisiana. If you don't know where Denham Springs is, you can Google it. It's DENKKKHAM Springs. Our state flag is a pillowcase with eye holes cut in it. And our song is Cotton Eye Joe. Now, I know you're thinking Denham Springs isn't a state, but they're going to say, hey, fuck you, we got a Bass Pro. Apparently that means something to them. But I pulled up in my truck. There was 2 of us in this truck. This is very important to know for later on. 2 of us in this truck, and I had a sunroof because I ball out of control, obviously. And I pulled up in front of the bowling putt because I was going to bowl and/or putt that night. And as I was pulling up, I saw a guy, and I said, hey, I think that's the kid from the special ed class in my school. And right then, he pulled his shirt off and ran at my truck. I was like, oh, I think that is that kid. And when he got to my truck, he beat on the window. He was like, hey! The windows rolled down, so I was like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't even know what you actually hit to make that noise, because I can hear you. And then I turned to my friend. I was like, this is definitely that guy. It's definitely him. And he said, hey, this is Fob Turf, motherfucker. And I said, well, I got 2 questions for you. Actually, 3. Why are you yelling at me? What is a FUB? And why is your turf a bowling putt in Denham Springs, Louisiana? And he said, FUB is the name of our gang. It stands for the fucked up bastards. And then he did like this. I thought he was having a seizure, but I think it was gang signs later, I found out. And also, by the way, FUB is not that creative a name. It's not even that good. I don't like it. They already had FUBU. It's like he just chopped the U off of FUBU, and it was for us by nobody. It was stupid. But right then, his friend jumped on top of my truck and started punching in the sunroof, just, ah! Now, there was 2 of us in the truck, so he wasn't hitting anybody. We were like, what the fuck is he doing? So I just hit the gas and brakes, and he rolled off the hood. And I was like, hey, I think this dude really does want to fight me, which is fucked up, because this right here is a panty dropper, ladies. I can't mess this up. I don't want to risk this. That dude's got nothing to lose, because he's in a special ed class, and he's Latino, Mexican, or something weird. I don't know what it is. But fuck it, let's do it, all right? I'm about it. Do we still say that? Can we still say about it? I'm about it. So I got out of the truck, and I said, hoo-doo! I didn't say that. I just wanted to add that in right then. But anyway, I grabbed the tire iron, and I was walking towards him, and he had a brick in his hand. And I was like, oh, shit, I hope he thinks better of this. Then right then, it's like a light shining down from heaven, because he threw the brick down. I was like, awesome. But then he pulled out a knife. But it was a little knife. and it was a Girl Scout knife, and it said Thin Mints $2.50 a box. Side note, you little bitches didn't think I was gonna find out they're only $2.50 a box. You've been charging me $7 for the last 10 years. Let me catch one of you skanks in front of Walmart again. I'm gonna fuck your whole world up. Back to the joke. Then he came to me with a knife, and when he got up to me, he tried to stab me, but it was like the laziest attempt. He just, ah! And I still had a tire iron in my head, and I said, oh, shit, you are retarded. And I hit him with it. I don't know how he thought that was going to play out for him. But because he was Latino or something weird and handicapped, it was a double hate crown. So I've been the mayor of Denham Springs since 1999. Yeah. For my 10th anniversary as mayor, they paid for me to get a tattoo. I went, and I thought it was the Chinese symbol for white power. Turns out it's John Mayer lyrics, so I got to explain that to some people. Like, what does that say? Your body's a wonderland? I was like, no, it says white. Shut up. Shut up. That's it, guys. My name is Josh Watts. Thank you very much.
My knees that are wobbled in my walk and I'm trembling. That's right, you got me shaking.
Josh Watts, ladies and gentlemen.